Hello and welcome to the Aligning and Thriving video series. I'm Shellie Deloyer, I'm the founder of Bright Future Solutions, and I am creating this video series for you to dive into how to make the most out of the rest of 2020 and finishing the year strong. So why am I doing this video series for you? Well, for a couple of reasons. One is because I am a big believer in the power of personal and professional growth mixed together. All professional growth is personal. That's what I believe, and that's what I see in my practice over and over again. If we want to grow our professional lives, it involves and it must involve growing personally as well. And taking a look at doing both the inner work of growing who we believe we are and what we know we're capable of on the inside, as well as doing the outer work of taking new action steps and doing the work to achieve the results that we want to achieve. Now, 2020 has not been the year that I think anybody expected coming into it. I remember when I look back to the beginning of 2020, I, spend time like I do at every new year, thinking about the year ahead, where I want to go, what do I want to achieve, and who I'm becoming as I step into this new year. And I looked back recently on what I wrote down, New Year's Day, 2020, thinking of the year ahead and everything that I believed was about to unfold and happen. And I can tell you, this year has not been at all what I expected it to be. In many ways, though, it's been better. In many ways, things got shook up and I needed to pivot and I needed to really take a look at what was working for me and what wasn't. And I needed to take a look at how I could shed and leave things behind that were no longer serving me so that I could continue moving forward, focusing on a new normal as opposed to trying to go back to the way things were before the pandemic hit, before COVID, before anything else that was going on that was unexpected. So instead, I focused on where am I going from here? How am I growing through this time instead of just surviving it or kind of living in spite of it? Right? How am I growing through it? So that's what this video series is all about, is how to do the inner work, how to help yourself, how to manage yourself effectively and do what you can do for yourself, for your team, your workplace, and anyone who you're guiding and leading along the way so that we can all align who we are with what we're doing and also thrive through these times as we head into the final few months of 2020 and make the best of it, getting our year back on track. So thank you very much for joining me. I am going to be in your inbox 3 days in a row with a new video as part of this series. So make sure you watch for them in your email and check out each video as they continue building on each other. So this first video today is all about taking a look at what you're focusing on. Have you ever heard the expression, what you focus on expands? What you focus on expands into your reality. You get more of what you're focusing on in your life. Did you know that you have between 60,000 and 90,000 thoughts every single day? Majority of those thoughts are unconscious, meaning we're not aware of them. They're outside of consciousness because our conscious minds cannot handle 60,000 to 90,000 thoughts every single day. That would be information overload and, our internal computers would explode. So instead, that's all happening under the surface. It's happening unconsciously. We're obviously aware of some of them, but not all of those thoughts. However, our thoughts and our beliefs and what we're focusing on our mind, consciously and unconsciously, expands into creating the results that we're getting and the reality that we're experiencing. What you focus on expands. Now, how does this work? Well, what you focus on is your thoughts and your beliefs at any given moment. Right? That makes up your focus. And that focus determines your emotions, determines how you feel. So when you think and believe happy thoughts and beliefs, you feel happy emotions. When you think and believe negative thoughts and beliefs, you will feel negative emotions. Those emotions then determine our actions and behaviors. When we think happy, we feel happy, we do happy things, we do good things. We respond positively. When we're thinking negative thoughts, we feel negative emotions, and then we respond with negative actions, or actions that go against what we actually want to create for ourselves. And then our actions determine our results. So we've got your focus determines your emotions, which determines your actions, which determines your results. Right? Our focus creates our reality. What we're focusing on internally creates our external reality. And that just keeps happening over and over and over again. So when it comes to personal and professional growth, it's about first getting really clear on what you want for yourself. Where do you want to go? What do you want to achieve? What's the outcome that you're striving for? And get really clear on where you are going in your personal life, in your professional life, whether it's in your career, in your business, in your health, in your finances, in your emotional and mental well-being, in your spirituality, in your relationships, your marriage, your parenting, whatever area of your life you're looking at. What do you want? What's the outcome that you desire for yourself? That's the very first question to answer. And then that tells us this is the result that you're looking for. So now if we know that our focus determines our emotions, determines our actions, which creates our results, once you know what that result is that you're looking for, we need to back this whole equation up and take a look at what you're focusing on, what you think and believe in that area of your life. See, most people, when they're not getting the result that they want in any area of their life, they start asking themselves questions like, what do I need to do differently? And when we're looking at the doing, it's looking at the action step. What action do I need? What behavior do I need to engage? What do I need to do differently? But when we look at it that way, we're missing the entire first half of this equation, where we need to look at the focus, the thoughts and beliefs, and we need to look at the emotions that are creating the actions and the results. That's where we need to start. So once you know the result and the desired outcome that you're striving for, then we take a look at this whole formula and go, what are you focusing on in that area of your life? Are you focusing on believing in yourself? Are you focusing on the thoughts that lead to the result that you want? Are you focusing on telling yourself all of the reasons why it's possible and why you're capable? Why you're worthy and how much you can do this? Or is that voice in your head telling you the opposite? The focus and belief is the kickstart of this entire equation that tells you this is how I'm going to feel, these are the actions I'm going to take, and then these are the results that I'm going to get. So you got to back it all the way up to the beginning and take a look at what thoughts and beliefs you need to focus on in order to get the result that you want. Okay? This is what alignment means. This is where alignment comes from. Alignment happens when your focus, your emotions, your actions, and your results all line up. That is alignment. So if we are saying and we're thinking that we want one thing, but then in our head we are telling ourselves something else, or we're saying that we can't, and then we're feeling confused about the entire thing, and then our actions are all over the place, that's how we know we're out of alignment. And there's no flow. Okay? So instead, start with what is the result you really want for yourself? And then take a look at this entire equation. What do I need to focus on? The thoughts and beliefs. And how will those thoughts and beliefs make me feel that is aligned with the result that I want? And when I think this and when I feel this, what are the action steps to take? And how does that create the result that you're looking for? That's where alignment comes from. Now, why do I care about alignment? Alignment is the key to being able to work and live with ease. And who doesn't want more of that, right? When you're in alignment, things get to happen easily. They get to be effortless. You can learn what you need to learn. You can take the action steps that you need to take, and you feel good about them. They feel fulfilling because it's aligned with where you want to go. Right? Now, that doesn't mean that every little step is going to be easy and that, everything's just going to go perfectly. But you'll know when you're frustrated or when things aren't working or when, you feel like you're doing all the right things, but you're not getting where you want to go. You'll be able to come back to center and say, this is where I want to go. These are the action steps to take to get there. Before that, these are the emotions that I'm going to feel. And before that, at the very beginning, this is the focus. This is the thoughts and beliefs that are going to get me there. That's where we start. If you're not getting the results you want in any given area of your life, check. What do I think and believe about myself in this area? Conscious beliefs and unconscious beliefs. What comes up when you ask yourself that question? What do I think and believe about myself in this area? Do I believe that I am worthy of the result that I want? Do I believe that I'm capable? Do I believe that I deserve it? Right? The answer to those questions needs to be yes, but if it's a no, that's okay. We've got work to do. Right? That's where the inner work comes in. And you get to take a look at these beliefs that tell you it's not going to work. If any of those beliefs are coming to the surface, know that that's a story from your past. That's a limiting belief that comes from somewhere in your past that's telling you you can't do something. And that's where that misalignment will come from. If you're saying you want one thing, but that little voice in the back of your head is telling you you can't do it or it's not going to work, that's misalignment. Right? And that can be solved. We just need to get rid of those beliefs that tell you you can't do it and replace them and install the truth of who you really are, which is a deserving, a worthy, capable human being. And that if you desire it, you do deserve it. So check what you're focusing on. Does it align with the results that you want? If not, change your focus. And this applies to all areas of your life. I focus mostly on the personal and professional growth that allows you to amplify your own potential and learn the tools to guide other people to do the same. Right? So whether you are an educator, a leader, a manager, a counselor, or a coach, or however you lead people in your lives, know that it starts with you. And this is how we lead by example. This is how we embody authentic leadership. To be able to own our own power, our own personal power, to be able to say, this is who I am. This is where I want to go. This is who I'm becoming. And we're going to touch on more of that in tomorrow's video, part 2 of the Aligning and Thriving video series. So watch your inbox for tomorrow. I will be back bringing you more information to come into your year strong. Today is all about knowing what you want. So get clear on what you want and take a look at the thoughts and beliefs that are going to help you get there. And we are going to pick up tomorrow, continuing on with the video series. And I can't wait to hear what you come up with. So hit reply in your email and let me know how this is going for you. I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye for now.